to DNA. Today we're talking about WandaVision episode 6. We're super excited to talk about this episode because now Evan Peters has been introduced and we want to see how he is going to play a character in this role.
Guys, WandaVision episode 6. This is a spoiler-filled review. If you have not seen WandaVision episode 6, you have been warned. We will be spoiling it.
So for this episode, I thought it wasn't as good as the other episodes. I feel like it was a filler. It reminded me of Malcolm in the Middle, which was really nice. I think this episode was set in like the late 90s, early 2000s actually. And it was a good episode. Like the thing is, what made me mad about it is that everybody was anticipating for the Halloween episode. Everybody's like, yes, okay, yes, all the other episodes, but the Halloween episode's gonna be it. And it had its good moments, but it just didn't hit for me. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree. This episode was a filler. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on. I like your Malcolm in the Middle reference. Yeah, kind of remind me of that Boy Meets World, that type of stuff. But yeah, this episode, I mean, it gave us some things. We learned a little more about, Wanda's, doing this, but she doesn't know how she's doing it.
Right.
So there's some things we did learn. We've learned that Petro, the brother Peter, whatever his name is, he knows what's going on. So he may be in her head and he knows exactly what's going on. Mm-hmm. But the whole episode as a whole was kind of weak. So this was a filler for sure episode. It didn't get good till the last like 5 minutes of the episode. That was when it got really good. So this one was a filler. So yeah, I'm sure the internet's let down today.
I know, yeah. I did see some things on TikTok where people were like, oh, I mean, people liked it. People at the end were like, is that it? Like it really ended like that? Because
when it ended, it was like,
right?
I was like, wait, it's over?
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it just ended like that. I was thrown off too. I didn't expect it to just end, and especially where it ended, because it was this thing is starting, right?
Right.
And then it was like this thing is actually now starting, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it definitely was a filler. So let's talk about Evan Peters' character real quick. He's definitely different from the X-Men character that he did. In those films is definitely different, because like the one in X-Men felt more like a quirky guy that was like he's just growing up, and then this one felt like a New Jersey kind of drunk uncle kind of guy. I was like, okay.
The crazy uncle that comes over to visit, like in those sitcoms back in the day. So it was good to have him in there. I don't know about you, but the way he's playing it kind of took me out of it. I don't know if I liked him in this for that. He was better for the X-Men version. In this version, he just doesn't fit to me. It seems wrong. And you know how they kind of messed up too? They showed the original Quicksilver as a flashback. And then, so, it's in your brain, and then they bring him in. And so it's kind of just throwing you off a little bit. So he's not playing it right in my mind. I mean, I don't know. It's just me, but it's throwing me off a little bit.
No, I definitely agree. I was like, this just doesn't feel right. So I think that might be on purpose. I don't know if his character is going to change throughout for each decade, or if he's like this for her show. Like, I don't know. We'll just have to see but if he stays this New Jersey guy, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I don't know if he's gonna
his character's not that good. And then the kids,
so Tommy and Billy, Tommy, he figured out he has superpower. He has super speed like his uncle. Right. And Tommy, we figure out he has a force field. We saw the force field like a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be like Wanda, right? Have that telekinetic powers and stuff like that. So that's how it is in the comic books as well. The one has the speed, one is called Wiccan, and the other the witch powers. And so they're doing the same thing. I wonder if in the next episode they age them up to be teenagers. Because right now they're still kids, right? So I think they may age them up in the next episode. But what was really good about this episode, though, I have to say the part when Vision. Well, before we even get to when Vision left, when he got there, this threw me off a little bit. When Agnes was stuck at the force field, because we've been saying Agnes is somebody. Mm-hmm. But it was weird. She was stuck at the force field, and it was cool to see that everybody away from the center of town. The further you were from Wanda, the more like you don't know what's going on.
You're
you're tripping.
You're not in the script, so you're just surprised. You're not in the script.
Which, man, she is a powerful being. I mean, if you're able to do that and just all these people, that's some serious power.
Right.
And so, you know, when he got to Agnes, and Agnes was like trying to leave town or going the wrong way or whatever. I think she was trying to leave town, to be honest. And she couldn't. She was all messed up.
Right.
And then she woke up and Vision's like, she's like, you're dead. So that's when it was getting good. But this was the last 10 minutes of the movie, of the show.
Right.
And you know, when Vision walked through the force field, he was being breaking apart and stuff like that.
Wait, hold on a second. So let's talk about Agnes for a second though, before we get to that, because I wanted to talk about like because I've been thinking that she's going to be some type of bad guy, or she's going to be partnering up with Mephisto, because I feel like she's like something with Mephisto, right?
Right.
So, but it was really interesting to see, like when he took her out of the thing, she was like, "Oh my gosh, save us!" And I was like, "What does this mean? Like, I don't get it." Like, so I guess she's not a part of it, like we think, or like I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm like, my guesses was like she's a part of it, but like
I think so. She's still part of it because they still didn't find any ID for her. So she's got to be a part of it, right? But I think, I don't know, maybe she's a part of it, trying to help Wanda somehow, but she's getting caught up in the same spell. Because last week she was like, do you want me to take this from the top? And today the neighbor, the black guy, I forget his name, but the neighbor, is it Herb? Is it Herb?
Herb, yeah.
Herb. Today he was like, is there something you need me to change, Wanda? So they know something, right? Herb and Agnes know something. So, but are they partially out of it, fully out? I don't know, man. It's crazy. So that stuff was great. To me, they wasted too much time with the sitcom part. They need to leave the sitcom part out of it next week for the next 3 episodes. I mean, you got a little of it so we can understand that you're still in that world, but we need more meat from what's going on.
Right.
The actual story. You know what
I definitely think that they're going to do more of the story now. So let's now talk about Vision, and he was trying to escape, which was really sad to see. It was just honestly just really like a lot for me, because he was like going through, he was like, I'm done. Like, please stop trying to control me. I don't care if I'm dead, live, whatever. I need to get out.
Ripped apart. He was getting ripped apart.
He was like, and you can feel how heavy he was. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can feel how heavy he was. And he was ripping apart, and Darcy was like, help him, save him and stuff. And that was just a lot. And then we get to where Billy is like, Mom, Vision is something's going on.
How cool was it though, before you get to that? How cool was it when the brother who runs fast, forget his name, and Billy just stopped him like, whoop. I mean, he was running fast. He just stopped him.
Right.
He was like, oh, cool. That was cool. That was a cool scene. That was a cool scene. But yeah, man. So Wanda wasn't having it. She was like, oh, he must be outside of the force field.
Right.
And she just like full-blown Wanda, and extended the reach of the town, and everybody got sucked in. And when you got sucked in, you changed into something else. I love it when the helicopter turned into the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
That was cool. There was some cool stuff happening, man.
Yeah.
There was some cool stuff happening, but it just took too long to get to it.
Right.
That's when I finally got invested in it, you know, when stuff was happening. And because we're 6 episodes in, it's enough. It's enough for the fluff and setup. We don't need any more setup. We don't need any more fluff. Get to the story. So, you know, we did learn things, but it just wasn't enough. Now, we did learn there was some history between Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel, right? Remember, the guy was like, you know, I know there's some history between, you know, you and, you know, Captain Marvel. Something happened when you were saying she was feeling some kind of way. So something else is happening there. And also, go ahead.
Okay,
well,
so the Trilo.
Also, Monica's genes are changing.
Yes, I did want to talk about that too. I did definitely, because I think I want to talk about my theory of Wanda is definitely making mutants. That's going to be a thing for sure.
Right.
And so I think that when this bubble was made on the town of Westview, it was a bubble that was like, that covered people, right? So when it was made, it was like this. but the people that pass through it, they're gonna turn to mutants. So when you pass through this and you like her force field, something changes your insides or whatever. But the people that were just had the dome over them, they're not gonna change. That's what I think. Like not everybody in Westview is gonna be a mutant.
Yeah, you're probably right that something like that may happen. My only thing is this: them introducing the X-Men or mutants into the MCU. This may be a way to make Professor Xavier come to town. But if they just said, "Hey, this is when mutants start," period. Mm-hmm. Think of all the history you just lost. You lost the whole X-Men team history: Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, who's over 100 years old. All that history would be erased if you're saying the mutant race started here right now. All that's gone, right? And that's a rich history. I mean, the X-Men history is too rich for them to say, no, we're going to scratch all backstories and start the mutant thing now. That would destroy all that and people go crazy. But what they could do is create mutants who don't understand how to control their powers. And the X-Men who are in the shadows, who could be in the shadows, we've never seen them because, they're mutants. Now Professor Xavier has to come and do something to help these people because they, mutants get their powers when they turn 13, 14. They got time to age up. These people like, boom, we're mutants. So it's like, whoa, what the hell's going on? So that would make sense for that to happen.
Right.
But this can't be the start of the X-Men franchise. It'd be crazy.
I think that would actually be a good explanation because I was just about to be like, well, where were they when like Thanos was there and stuff like that? Because people are obviously going to be like, where were they? But like, I think that they could use the excuse of like, oh, well, in the 70s and 80s, there was like mutants or there was an introduction to mutants, but they were like casted off, which we've seen before. They were casted off or they were like, we don't want them. So they went into the shadows for decades and stuff. And they're like, okay, we finally have to come back out. They might do something like that. So
yeah, they might. I mean, you could, some of them could have been dusted as well, right? For the past 5 years. But not every mutant could have been dusted though, right? Now, what they could have done, because in the X-Men comics, there's millions of mutants, right? But there's only few that can with some serious abilities. What they could do is, they could say, look, there's only 100, I don't know, Omega level mutants or whatever level that have powers to actually do stuff. Everybody else is just slight mutant stuff. And then, most of those people would have been dusted, right? So who knows? But it's going to be crazy to see how they bring the X-Men universe into the MCU. But I do believe, some part of me believes that this in WandaVision is creating something that's going to lead to that. Or it could just be alternate universe, and Wanda's going to rip something open and these universes collide. And here comes both mutants, right?
No, I think both for sure, because Doctor Strange is making that movie a multiverse of madness. So something is definitely going to happen there.
Yeah. Plus, Spider-Man. There's talk about that. Talking about multiple Spider-Man. So you know what? WandaVision may, because Spider-Man is before Doctor Strange. So WandaVision may, rip into. Oh, you know what? It may rip into Spider-Man, and that's why you're hearing all these talks about multiple Spider-Man.
Oh, for sure.
Upcoming Spider-Man movie. So, and then it leads into Doctor Strange down in November. So
that's what I definitely think.
Yeah, I think Wanda's going to be the bad guy in Doctor Strange.
I think for sure that in episode 11 episode 9 she's going to rip open the multiverse, right? And we're going to get scenes from Tobey Maguire when they were on the final scene in episode 2 in the part 2 with Doc Ock, Spider-Man, and then there was Mary Jane in that scene, right? You know what I'm talking about, the end scene?
Right.
That's when they're gonna get pulled out. And Amazing Spider-Man 2, at the stairs scene with Electro, Gwen, and Spider-Man. They're gonna get pulled from there. And then we're gonna go to this new movie. Yes, We might see Wanda in this new Spider-Man movie. Probably not. I don't know. But those people are definitely going to be brought in, and then we're going to get to Doctor Strange's movie. And I don't know. Maybe she'll be the bad guy, but maybe it'll be Mephisto. I still believe in Wanda. I don't think that
but I don't think she's in the bad guy that says she wants to be a bad guy. You know, she may be caught up in something, and Doctor Strange may be the only, because he's got magical powers. Right. So
yeah.
So he may, have to fight her somehow and break her spell or something. Because she keeps saying, I don't know how I'm doing this. I don't know how I even got here. So she just now she's aware though that something's happening.
Yeah.
She could stop it, and she's making a conscious choice not to stop it. So, you may not have started it, but you sure have the power to end it, and you're not choosing to end it, right? So somebody got to stop it. Now, here's another thing I was watching today, and it kind of took me out of the show as well. I'm watching this. This is like 3 weeks after Endgame, right? 3 or 4 weeks after Endgame. Where are the Avengers? How come no one's reaching out?
There are no Avengers. No, that's what I've thought about that. And the thing is, okay, let's think about it. Iron Man's gone. Captain America old. Hawkeye, he is done. He's done after what's her name died. Scarlet Black Widow died.
But Hawkeye has a relationship with her. So does Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon and
Winter Soldier are probably somewhere else. I don't they wouldn't
even. But where? I mean, there's no one they can say, where's Nick Fury?
Nick Fury's in space. I think that there's no way the Avengers can help. They're gonna be like, yeah, nah, Scarlet.
Still, they could try. No, but they're not gonna try. Hulk, Mr. Brain.
He's going through it. He's Scarlet.
Smart Hulk. Come on. No.
Black Widow just died. He's going through it, and he can't help. I mean, he could, but
he's smart. And gamma radiation, all this nonsense. He did the snap.
Right. I think that everybody yes. Stop. His arm is messed up. He's like, no. Everybody is going through it right now. There's no one to help.
Come on. There's nobody can go in there and talk to Wanda.
Ant-Man is done. Ant-Man wouldn't.
Ant-Man barely knows her. He barely knows her. But Hulk?
No. His arm is messed up. No.
What about what's his name? War Machine?
War Machine don't have legs. Okay, that was it.
Wow. Come on, man. Nobody can help. No, I don't believe that, man.
No, I don't know.
I don't believe that. Somebody should be able to go in there and at least talk to her.
I don't think so.
But you know what's driving me crazy too? Darcy's like, not Darcy, Monica's like, my guy is coming.
Yes. Okay. Wait. There's a lot of things. I wanted to talk about the trio. They are amazing. I just love them. The three of them are just a great thing. And the fact that the director guy was like, oh, you weren't there for the last 5 years. It was good that you weren't here when your mother died.
I was cold. I looked at Mom. I was like, yo, he went for the throat.
Jugular.
That was cold. How
That's
you just
not
right. My dead mother?
How are you gonna do that?
That's crazy. Right. That was cold. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, did anybody else hear him talk about her mama?
Right. And so they get kicked out, and we see them. Okay. So we see them get kicked out, and both of them, Jimmy Woo and Monica, fight them.
Jimmy Woo got some skill, man.
Right? Yeah.
Got some skill.
Yeah. Right? And that was really cool. And then we figure out, see, I knew it. Sword is not good. I knew it. I said it 3 episodes back, that Sword is not good. No, wait. They kicked him out, and then he's hiding stuff. So it's either the director or Sword altogether.
It's not necessary that Sword is not good. You got to understand something. So here's the information this guy has and he's working with, right? This is what he's working with. All he knows about Wanda is a couple things. He don't know her personally. He knows about Sokovia, right? When she blew up that building. He knows about Ultron. She used to work with Ultron, right? Mm-hmm. He knows in Civil War, she was on the wrong side of the Civil War dispute. That's it. And then right after that, she got dusted. He don't know she helped with, he wasn't on the battlefield. Right. He don't know. He's
hiding stuff from people though. No, I'm gonna stick with it.
He's like bad CIA stuff, man. They're not gonna tell you everything.
Bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. I'm sticking to it.
He's a straight bad guy.
Bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy. I just know he has probable cause for his suspicions of Wanda. That's all I'm saying. And you know, she's doing it. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see, man. I'm hoping next week episode.
Wait. We do still need to talk about what Monica was saying about I have a guy on the outside. The thing is, last week people were like, oh, well, people were denouncing what I was saying when I was like, it's Reed Richards. And they were like, well, in the Spanish version, when they translate it, it translates to she. And I was like, I mean, okay, but I don't know. And now they finally confirmed it. It is a he and it is Reed Richards. I know it. It has to be. So I'm really excited to see if she gets to.
Yeah, it could be Reed Richards. I like it. I like your theory. I'm for it. I'm hoping you're right because I know. Well, we know they're doing Fantastic Four. That's the only movie from Fox that they've announced that they're actually going to do.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
Yeah, they haven't announced any of the X-Men stuff, but they have announced Fantastic Four. They finally did it, and then that Disney thing we watched in December, they did a Fantastic Four. So we know that's coming. But yeah, this would be perfect to do it because. Yeah, Reed Richards, but oh snap, you know, maybe he goes through the force field and I can't do it.
No, yes, no, Dad, I didn't even think about that. Yes, because that's how they do it, that's how they've done it in the other two films where he gets, where they get like some type of thing goes through him.
They usually go in space and something happens.
No, boo, change it.
Whoa. But see, here's the thing though, if he goes to the force field and that happens to him, then everybody else will be messed up. And I mean, Fantastic Four, they're mutants now. And they're not mutants in the company. They're not mutants. So now, I guess there would be mutants now if that happens to them. So I don't know.
They're not mutants?
No, Fantastic Four are not mutants. They're not part of the mutant thing.
We're just gonna change it to mutants.
Right? Just make everybody mutants.
You know what? No. I think I know what's gonna happen. Monica and Jimmy Woo didn't get put into the force. I already know. That's what's going to happen because if Reed Richards gets his powers from going through the force or something like that, the other three, what about the other three? How would they, where are they?
Exactly.
Powers? So yeah, I don't think they're going to get it.
Unless they all show up.
Unless they were all at Sword.
I know, exactly. I'll be working for Sword, right? That would make sense. They work for Sword too because, you know, Sword's in space. And that's their whole thing, going to space, right? So who knows? I like your theory. Forget about the internet. I like your theory. Right? I'm hoping your theory is real because then it'll be blown up like the internet. So, and they got to do something big. They got to do something Luke Skywalker-esque, like, you know, season 2 of Mandalorian, bringing Luke Skywalker in. That damn near blew the internet up. So they got to do something like that big in this show, big before they've got to leave us. In episode 9, they've got to leave us dying to see Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. I mean, it's got to be like, whoa, when is Spider-Man coming out? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got to leave us like that. Otherwise, it's
for
crazy.
Sure. Hold on. Time out. Put some more time on there. We're still recording here. Okay, we're good. Yes, they're going to need to do something. They're going to need to do something definitely Luke Skywalker-esque. And Elizabeth Olsen confirmed it. She was like, there's somebody big coming and it's Luke Skywalker style. And we're like, okay. So
I don't know who that is other than an Avenger.
I think, okay, I have so many theories and because I've looked at the casting list because when you look up, the thing is, why do they do this? You know what? I'm not going to spoil it.
Oh, there's somebody in the cast?
There's somebody. What the thing is, when you look at the cast,
I don't look at
tell you. And I'm like, I just want to know who's in the film. And then they're like, here's who's coming later. And I'm like, so you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it.
I don't look at anybody that's coming. I take it one day at a time. So no, I don't want to hear about who is in it. I want to be surprised as it happens. So I can get the full effect of what's happening.
Yeah.
So nah.
That's pretty much it of the review. This episode, it did bring a lot of questions. As you saw, we like have a lot of theories, but it wasn't enough. It's giving us more questions than answers, which can be frustrating. I wait a whole week for like nothing. Honestly.
Yeah. It's not like it's Netflix where it's back to back and it wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
But yeah, to get a week go by and it was kind of lackluster. Till the very end, till the last 10 minutes.
And then
last 10 minutes was the best. And then it just ends. I tell you what though, the way it ended, for sure I gotta see Friday. Because I want to know what happened to all these damn people when they got sucked up in this force field.
It's a cliffhanger.
It's a cliffhanger, but it just should have had a little more meat in it. And the cliffhanger would have been fine. I don't care. But we should have had a little more, in this episode than just, the
whatever it was.
Boy Meets World portion of it and all that.
Yeah.
They wasted a bunch of time in the living room with him running around and waste of time. Let's get to it. We know, we get it. You're in a TV show. We get it. Yeah. All right. Well, if you'd like to review of WandaVision episode 6, make sure to leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought of it. What are your theories? Do you think our theories are correct? Let us know. Give us a like and give us a subscribe. We're around 50 subscribers away from 1,000, which is super exciting. So help us get to that point. Anything else? No, man, that's it. I think we covered it this time. So see you guys next week and welcome back to another episode of DNA.
All right. See ya. Okay. I don't know what else to do for this one.
It's going to be...
I want to do... Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't. I honestly. So I couldn't sleep. So I watched it at 2 a.m.
Wow.
And I was mad.
You watched that your little thing?
No, I watched it on my TV, and I was like, really? I was honestly after that ended, and she did her little thing, and then she did. And then
I literally just watched it before we did this show.
Oh, you did? You did?
I didn't watch it all day because I was working and I have a chance to do it. And I was like, and then we put curtains up and stuff. And then we did it. That's why I was like 8 o'clock because I was doing curtains when you called. Oh. And I watched it. I'm like, I just got to watch this kid. We got to watch him put it on. I was like, to be honest with you, from when it started, I was kind of like, I was kind of like, come on, get past this part.
Like, cool.
You waste some time. Even to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. Even the opening of the episode, you know how they do the TV show opening?
Yeah.
Even that annoyed me. I was like, okay, I get it. You don't have to do an opening every week. You could just start. And they did the opening, and then they did the whole, map in the middle with the kids talking to the screen. I was like, okay, cool, that's cute. And then they did it too long. The crazy uncle, he was speeding and scaring them with the knife.
Like, I'm done. I was like, please.
We're too far in for all that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they gave us so much in the 5th episode that you're like, okay, we're getting more sword. Let's get more sword.
Right.
And you don't get more sword, people.
Right. Yeah, we didn't get enough of sword and what was going on. I don't know. This episode could have been way better. Way better. But you know what? Every episode can't be great. We've watched TV.
Like, it's Marvel, so
I know. I think, they shot this all at once, right? So it's probably hard for them to figure out where we're gonna split it. They should have just made this 8 episodes and split this one. I mean, or make this into the next. I don't know, but instead of having 9 episodes on this episode, they didn't need this episode. Like, they could have cut out and just brought the end in and redone it better. Obviously, they can't do that, but I guess theoretically we learned stuff.
Bunch of stuff. Yeah, we did learn a lot of stuff.
We learned our stuff. It just wasn't put together where it was exciting. So it was a filler. It happens.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Next week better be good though.
Yeah,
like a lot of stuff.
Episode 7. It better be a bunch of stuff happening.
Like, it better pop. It better pop off. And this mysterious person, I don't want this person for Rambo showing up in episode 9. You know, show up in either episode 7 or episode 8. So whoever you are, we can at least absorb you a little bit in episode 9.
Right.
Showed up in the last 10 or 15 minutes in episode 9. You know, I just can't deal with that right now.
I don't think they'll do that because it's different from. I hope they don't try to do a whole Luke Skywalker where he does come at the end, because it's different for Luke. We know Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, Luke is iconic.
Right.
It's a 40-year-old character.
Exactly.
There's nobody right now in the MCU that's iconic like Luke Skywalker.
They're coming in
prime. It's like it was old Luke. That's different. This is young Luke in his prime, wrecking shop, grabbing people, and no, you don't got nobody like that. So whoever it is, let us absorb the person. Don't bring them in for the last 10 minutes, and then we're like, oh, and then we're so caught up with the energy of it, like we don't get to enjoy whoever the person is. And I hope it's not some person coming in just to be smart. It's got to be a good cameo. A good cameo. So anyway, we'll see. Some people say it's Benedict Cumberbatch, but I don't think it is. It's some, because didn't she say he was an astrophysicist or something like that? So,
astrophysicist, and he's a neurosurgeon. That's like the last thing he did. So
exactly. So no, so
it couldn't be him.
I'm thinking, your Fantastic Four theory. It sounded real plausible. My only problem is though they haven't casted Fantastic Four yet. It's not supposed to come out for another 2 years. So if they haven't even casted it yet, who could? Naughty can't just come up and be Reed Richards,
right?
That means they already got this person penciled.
Yeah, they have somebody. But the thing is that for Black Panther, when that movie came out in 2018, but they referenced it in 2015. They referenced it like years before.
Yeah, they did, but they didn't reference a character. They just reference Wakanda, right?
But they also
if now they reference Reed Richards, but we don't ever see his face, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But if we see his face, well, that's the person who's got to be in the movie 2 years from now. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That would have to be the person. Mm-hmm. Well, you already casted this person, whereas they could have, and that was saving it for the surprise.
I think that they did cast him. They casted him.
They may have, and then everybody wants it to be John Krasinski's whatever. I can't pronounce his name. Whatever. The office boy.
The guy.
Yeah, everybody wants it to be him and his wife. And I know he'd do it because he's a comic book person too, so he would love doing it. But I don't really care who they cast to do it. Just got good writing for it because the last few movies was trash.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone knows it as trash, but still everyone has hope for it. Everyone's like, please.
Yeah, it was trash. So, but it's Fantastic Four. It's a good character. The first one wasn't that bad. I mean, it was good for the time that it was in. But if you watch that movie now, it's like, yo, after seeing all the Marvel movies, you watch Fantastic Four right now, the first one.
I rewatched it a couple days ago, and no, it's like cheesy, but I still love Chris Evans in it, so I was like, it's fine.
He was probably the only good part of that.
People are like thinking that they're gonna bring in the original people and have Chris Evans fight Chris Evans or something like that, like have them like come in or something like that.
No, that's not gonna happen. That'd be
so
stupid.
funny.
Nah, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna bring in a whole new cast. It'd be interesting to see what age they are. When they come.
They're gonna be
I don't know. We'll see, but
they're gonna be Monica's age, kind of thing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, in 30s, late 30s, whatever. So, all right. Well, we'll see what happens. Next week on WandaVision.